right, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the area of a square and a rectangle. Whenever we're finding area, we're basically trying to figure out how many squares does it take to fill up a particular space. So when we're looking at the area of a square, we do have a formula sheet, and on that formula sheet, it's going to tell us exactly what we need in order to figure out the area for different figures. So on our formula sheet, it would tell us that A, which stands for area, equals S squared. This S means side, okay? That's what that means. So when we do this, we have our side here, and then we have a 3 that we're going to be using for our particular example. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and write my formula. My formula is side squared. The second line of information that you want to have is you want to have where you're plugging in the information that you're given. So in this particular case, this side is 3. It's 3 units, 1, 2, and 3 units. So I'm going to write 3, and then I make sure I attach my squared to it. So then all I have to do is 3 squared, and 3 squared is 9. So this particular square has an area of 9. And if you were to count all of those tiles, you would end up with 9 units, okay? So this would be 9 squared units. Let's take a look at rectangle. So when we're dealing with a rectangle, to find the area, we want to find length times width. It doesn't matter what we label as our length and our width as long as we're always consistent. In this particular case, I've outlined it here. We use a cursive L so that it doesn't look like a 1. So we have our length here, and we have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have a width, which is our shorter side in this particular one, which is 1, 2, and 3. So we have a 5 by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and follow our rules. The first step is to write the formula, which is length times width. Second step is going to be to plug and chug. My length is 5 times, again, we're multiplying when they're next to each other, and my width is 3, and 5 times 3 gives us 15. And if we were to count all of the squares on here, we would end up with 15 units. So again, you will always be given your formulas like listed here. And then all you have to do is do your formula, your plug and chug, and then you get your final answer. Now you can use Desmos for something like this. In Desmos, what you would do, for instance, if you're doing a rectangle, you would say L equals, and then you would say 5, and then you would say W equals, and you would say 3. And then in Desmos, all you would have to do is type LW, and it'll automatically calculate it for you, which would be 15. Be very, very careful though. Make sure you are clearing out everything once you are done with a problem. Otherwise, it might continue to think that, oh, the length is always 5, or oh, the width is always 3. So you can use Desmos for your advantage, but I just wanted to make sure that you understood the process and how that worked.